Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Just making sure no one is coming through the door. That would be embarrassing. I do not want to be embarrassed. So I'll start now. Alright, so this is my first ever YouTube video, and I'll be reviewing 17's Your Choice mini album, the whole album. I've listened to it all day since 6 a.m. to now, which is 11:24. So like 5 hours. So I listened, kind of like rattle around in my brain, and now I've written down my thoughts. So if I look down, I'm looking at all of my notes that I've written down for the album. Each song, I've gone through all 6 and kind of wrote down my thoughts and kind of what I got from the lyrics. So let's begin. So it starts with Love Cloud, which is like a soft, sweet opening to the album. It kind of feels like summer. You're kind of walking through the field and you're just having fun, twirling around. That's what it gives me, the vibe. And so it's just very happy, very kind of free and sweet. It does feel like a cloud. That's what you hear in the clouds. And so kind of from the lyrics I get like you are swept up in this person and you don't want to come down from the high they're giving you. You're up in the clouds, and that you just want to kind of stay wrapped up in them because you love them so much, and it's just kind of a comfort you get from them, like feeling like clouds, comfortable and sweet and soft. So the strong start to this album and the overall concept was just love in many forms. And so we're gonna go into our title track, which is Ready to Love, which honestly had to grow on me, which is the case with most title tracks. Title tracks aren't usually my favorite song, so not a big deal. I'd rather the title track be not my favorite and the rest of the album be really good than title track be the best and the rest of the album is meh. So Ready to Love, great song for the summer, so you can hear on the radio and be like pop 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 pop, ready to love, blah, blah. Earworm, especially that chorus, like the can we stay together. I'm not listening yet, but it is something that grows on you, especially the chorus. The chorus is what hooks you. They know what they're doing. And it's just kind of like, hey, I'm ready to fall in love. I'm ready to love. Are you ready to love? Let's stay together. Let's be together forever. Love you, blah, blah. That theme, which 17 also had in their earlier kind of songs, and we saw with the rollout, they kind of took it back to like Adore You, Mindset, Pretty You, kind of those like boys in love thing, and they're bringing it back in a more mature way, which is fun. It's cute. It's like an updated kind of rehashing of that trilogy, even with the album artwork, the digital artwork, reminiscent of 17 Karat, which is their first mini album. And so also I just want to point out DK and Sunkwon in the final like bridge where they were just going off, beautiful as always. So good, so good, so good. So after which is kind of like the dark song of the album, but really it's not that dark. It's kind of groovy, it's fun, but in comparison to say like Love Cloud and Ready to Love, it is a bit darker. You always gotta have one, and all black in the stages as opposed to the brighter colors of Ready to Love. I thought Love Cloud would have been their secondary promotion single, but it's not, which I guess contrast. And so I really like it. I kind of think it should have been titled, but that's just me. Maybe it was too dark for summer. Also, part of the chorus reminds me of Dolphin, the da 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 da. Yeah, but like a darker Dolphin. Just that part. Just kind of feel like I should be like. And the lyrics are kind of like, it's unique against the world. We make the rules. we can do anything. You and me, we're the main characters, no supporting characters. We do what we do. I actually thought they were saying we make the dollars, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Why? No, it doesn't. But they're flexing, they make money because they are getting paid. But it's we make the rules, which makes more sense in the grand scheme of the lyrics than we make the dollars. So like call back to Shining Diamond on 17 Carat where they're like, I'm only 17, only got a few dollars. Now like we make the dollars. But that's not what they're saying. So yeah, it's just make the rules. So ignore that. But if you now hear we make the dollars, you know why. It's like we make the rules. Yeah, you do. And so I think it's my favorite Fubu song anyway. It's a good song. On repeat. Next up is probably the most controversial track on this album, Game Boy. I love Hip Hop Unit. Pretty much anything they have from Aya to this, I am in heavily. Love it, love it, love it. One of my top units on Performance Unit. Sorry, vocal unit. It's very Hip Hop Unit. It's very burning because he's in the production credits. So once you hear lots of auto-tune, you know this was Vernon. And I love that they're very experimental with sounds. They're doing things that people aren't really fooling with. Like who thought to make a song that sounds like a Twerk song you'd hear in Pac-Man? Make it Twerk but pixelated. That's what it is. The glitches, the kind of 8-bit sounds. It's a lot of people describe it as like hyperpop, and that, you know, it's Hip Hop Unit 2T, very experimental, very in your face fun. You'll be dancing around, it'll be hooked in your head, and you'll be like game, 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 boy, till the end of your life. And it's from looking at the lyrics, it's kind of just like how we interact with technology and how we communicate using it. Like I don't need new buddies, I have the people through my screen. I've been doing this since I was young. Got on the bus to go play video games. I'm FaceTiming you, I'm Zooming you for meetings. It's kind of just how we interact with technology as a whole. Not too much love, but technology and I guess how it can be used for love. I just love that song. I will probably be singing it all day in my head. Okay, so next is Wave Performance Unit. Performance Team. The men, the myths, the legends. You know what it is. Ruthless to Performance Team. You know what this song is. It's sensual. It's clubby. I do feel like I should be like voguing or strutting as I listen to it. It's very sultry. You can hear Moonwalker and other songs. It's just like that. And all the lyrics are like, don't touch yourself, be free. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Be free. Feel things. Feel the life. Feel music. Dance. Twirl. Have fun. Even if you make a mistake, it's cool. Keep doing what you're doing. You're free. You're fine. You're loving it. Very performance lyrics. I want to see the dance for this because I know it'll be amazing. I better see some like voguing. That's not voguing. Please don't go for me. Because it's probably one of my favorite songs on this album. It's up there, fighting for top. I don't have one yet because I just got the album. And so then we move on to our album closer, which is Same Dream, Same Mind, Same Vibe. Because they usually go for slower, more ballady songs, and that's not my cup of tea. So I don't have many favorite songs that are vocal unit songs, unless you count Habit, Don't Listen in Secret. Yeah, those two. And so going into this, I was like, ugh, but they came out with a banger. It has a nice like 90s inspired feel, like a slow jam, like two-step too. Very good, very nice. If you've ever been somewhere and your aunties and uncles have been swinging out, this would be the song playing. Or at a wedding. Yeah, this is that vibe. Also, Woozy, were you inspired by Bruno? Because this has that Bruno Mars vibe to it, as well as some of his vocal choices are give very Bruno Mars. Just wondering. And so it's pretty much just kind of like, I love you. You're my everything. I'm watching you sleep. Do you dream the same dreams that I dream? Do you have the same thoughts and hopes for us that I do? Because I love you, you're my everything, I'm giving everything to you. That's the whole, most of the whole album. It's like, girl, I love you, boy, I love you, person, I love you. Do you love me? Yeah. And that's second half of the song, so about the 2-minute mark is when it hits the sweet spot. Halfway through the song, when everyone just starts going off. Woozy runs, DK runs, Junghan, everyone. You get a run, you get a run, you do a run, you do a run, this, that, and everyone. And it was also nice to hear kind of Joshua and Junghan give a different sound vocally, because they voices very well to the song. All the harmonies and everyone fit together so well, which is why I love 17's vocal unit. I think they're one of the most cohesive vocal units in their voices, and when they come together, it's beautiful. So my last words for this song are, Woozy, give us the full R&B album. We know you can do it. We hear it. Give it to us. Please, 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 please. So that was every song on this album. So far, my tops are Wave, Anyone, Game Boy, all of it. I think Ready to Love would probably be at the bottom, but that's just because everything else is really good. The whole album is a great album. No bad songs. There aren't like any skips. I wouldn't really skip anything on this album. It's pretty cohesive. It tells a story. You get the story. It's all about love. Game Boy fits in there somewhere. But it's a fun summertime album that I think will transcend the seasons, and it's just fun and good. So check it out if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll do more of these because there's more comeback coming. So maybe I'll do more and have a better setup, better audio, better everything, because this is my first one. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.